Hello, everyone. I am live right now. Hello, I'm Josephine. So, I'm doing a live today. What I call today's session is actually, I call it as the Coffee Talk with Josephine. Today will be episode number one. So, if you want to learn more, do stay tuned and just watch this today's talk. Yeah, so it's a very special session. But before that, let me share this video out first so that more people can watch this live together. Let me see where I can find. Yeah, I need to go post it somewhere. Of course, you can do the same. So basically, today I want to talk about a case. Yeah, so um I hope that person that I'm talking about I hope he will be able to actually watch this video, but even if he couldn't watch it, it's fine. I'm sure a lot of you will get value from this. All right, I have already shared. So anyway, I am going to continue my live session because I don't want it to last too long, right? It's today is what Wednesday afternoon. Everybody is busy with work and so on. So I don't waste anybody's time. So this show I call it as a coffee talk with Josephine. Okay, my coffee talk because I love coffee. It's something that really gives me the energy. I feel positive every time when I drink coffee. I know it's just a mental thing, but anyway, it makes me feel good. And it's also, I think, through talking and coffee time like this, we get to be able to engage more. So if you have any question, I will answer it during this coffee talk time. And actually, today is the first episode, so I hope to do more episode in the future. All right. I've been thinking about doing this for quite a while, but I think today is just the right time because one of my friends, I'm not going to mention name, he posted something to talk about his new journey in fitness. So basically, he spent many years trying to lose the weight, and finally he took the step to do something about his health and started changing his diet and starting to exercise. But of course there is a lot of things that I want to talk about today. But before that, let me show you something first. I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, I want to show you a chart here today. So as you can see in the chart, this is his in-body statistic. Okay, so basically he started his weight at 83.3 kilo. Okay, and it that was like on the 26th of May, right? 1 month later, on the 29th of June, his weight went down to 77.6 kilo, which is very good, right? I think I'm very happy for him also that he could achieve so much in a short time. It's about four kilo plus. Yeah, he lost 4 kilo plus within 1 month. And then the next thing, we go to the right hand side, we're going to look at the BMI. Okay, the BMI from 28.8 down to 26.8. Now, this is a very good sign too. And then let's talk about muscle mass here. Now, his muscle mass from 30.3 went up a little bit on the first week. And then after that, it came down right now at 29.5. 25.9 kilo. And we're going to continue to talk about this a little bit more later. And then his body fat percentage is actually very good. Like from 35% came down to 31.9%. And the fat mass, means in kilo, is from 29.2 kilo down to 24.8 kilo. His visceral fat actually from 13 to 10. That is very good, fantastic result. And then so the BMI dropped and the metabolic also dropped from 1539 to 1510. Now, what does it say with this chart? There's a few things that we need to discuss about. Now, of course, he actually posted this on his own Facebook, and he actually wanted to ask for suggestion on, how he should continue his program. Okay, he wanted to ask about how to continue the program, um, but he doesn't want to lose his muscle mass. But again, as you can see in the chart itself, you can see the muscle mass is actually already dropped from 30.3 to 29.5. So basically, he dropped about 0.8 kilo of muscle mass. Now, so this is a little bit of a concern for me. Actually, when you look at it, it's not that much. It's just 0.8, right? But if he continues the same kind of routine, that might be a little problem. So give you guys a little bit of a context. Give you guys a little bit of context about what he was doing to be able to lose 4.4 kilo within 1 month. Okay, so basically he was eating less than it was eating 1,000 calorie a day. Okay, 1,000 calorie per day. He's swimming every single day for 10 laps. He's also doing some resistance training, 15 minutes of resistance training, 1 to 2 times a week. So yeah, this was what he did for his previous 1 month. Okay, so when he posted this thing, his main concern was about how to maintain the muscle mass. Now, there's a few things we need to look into, and we're going to look into it step by step. If he continues doing things like that, he will continue to lose muscle mass. Okay, that is why, right? Number one is because of the diet. Eating less than eating like 1,000 calorie is very little. Okay, even for a female eating 1,000 calorie, I would tell you that is not good enough. Seriously, that is very little. Okay, eating 1,000 calorie can be a very big problem because on the average, one meal have around 500 calorie. Okay, so yeah, right now you're on a very hardcore diet. You can control it, but you cannot do it in long term. In the long run, you are going to go back to your usual eating habit, your usual activity. And because of that, because you're now eating so little, when you go back to your normal diet, your metabolism is not going to be able to adapt and you will start gaining all the weight back. Okay, when you cut down your calorie really low, very drastically, what happens is metabolism will just go down like nobody's business. All right, so this is something that everybody should know. So of course he also asked me, how many percentage of how much should I cut from my calorie, because a lot of people have been telling him that he can cut off 500 calories. Yes, I've heard about that also, but if you want me to do the math, I will tell you that cutting your calorie by 10% will be perfect for you, depending on what is your maintenance calorie. Okay, so if you maintain your body, like your calorie, your maintenance calorie is around 1,500, cutting 10% means you are cutting out 150 calories. Yeah, so you need to thank you, Cherise, for acknowledging it. Yeah, I know it's not easy for people to understand. So let's come back to it. So if you are a person who eating regularly 1500 calorie, you should cut off 150 calorie, not 500 calorie. Now, why the statistic came out that tell you that you should cut down 500 calorie? That statistic came from US. Came from US, where they are actually researching on a group of people who are morbidly obese. Means they are like 200 kilogram. Yeah, they weigh 200 kilo. So therefore, cutting 500,000, 500,000, 500 calorie to them is nothing. Okay, you know all these US people, how much they eat. You know, one burger is 1,000 calorie. You just need to cut down half a burger, then you will start losing weight already. Okay, so that is the reason. Do not just take 500 calorie out. What will happen after that is your metabolism will go so low. Your metabolism will go so low to a point that no matter what you do, you are just not going to lose weight any further. Let me tell you, during my competition time, when I need to be shredded, I never cut down my calorie below 1,000 calorie. I think my lowest was about 1,100 or 1,150. That was the lowest I dropped. I never dropped beyond that. And this is a man who is telling me he dropped his calorie 1,000. Uh, so that is pretty serious because for a man, average of maintenance calorie is about 2,500. For a woman is about okay lah, 2,500 maybe is a person who are a little bit more active lah. But also who not active at all, probably around 2,000. And for ladies, if you are active, is around 2,000. And if you are not active, it's around 1,500. It's very difficult to calculate your basal metabolism, the maintenance calorie. But anyway, this part I'm going to skip it because it's too complicated. So that is problem number one that I see already, eating too little. Now, problem number two is he actually wants to increase his muscle mass, but he is doing too much of cardio. So I told him that it's like, if you want to maintain your muscle mass, you need to you need to reduce your cardio and increase your resistance training. A lot of people do not know this. If you do too much cardio, you actually burn off your muscle. Your muscle will burn off, okay? Yeah, so it is something that people should know. Because the thing is, nobody ever tells you that. That's why I need to do this coffee talk, right? Nobody tell you that if you do too much cardio, you are going to reduce your muscle. People keep feeding you with wrong information that if you do cardio, you are going to gain muscle. You are going to lose weight. No, you are going to lose weight, but you're not going to gain muscle. The only part that you're gaining muscle is probably your legs when you go for a run, right? If you go jogging every day, of course, your legs are going to be stronger than compared to you're just sitting down. But if you keep doing cardio non-stop, what will happen is it will burn off your muscle. Why? The reason is because when you do cardio, okay, if you do cardio about 15 minutes, it's okay lah, huh? It's okay because your body is able to use the glucose in your body to give you energy, sugar in your body to give you the energy. Now, once you finish that 15 minutes of cardio already, what will happen is you will be out of sugar in your body, but your body still needs energy to continue pushing you to finish the cardio. So what happened? It will start breaking down your muscles so that your protein from your muscle can start giving you energy for you to finish your cardio. All right. So in a way that if you're doing a very long hours of cardio, you will actually burn down, burn out your muscle. Okay, so never do cardio for too long. Now, cardio is still very good because it really helps you to burn a lot of calorie compared to weightlifting resistance training. It helps you to really burn off a lot of calorie. Okay, and it really helps you to, increase your fat loss. And of course, the most benefit is actually it increase your cardiovascular level, means your lung and heart capacity will be better. So that is fantastic. So main thing about gaining muscle is you need to do resistance training. There is no way that you can escape for resistance training and gain muscle. At the beginning, yes, you might see some result, but not for long term, long run. Okay, especially when you're talking about you want to lower the body fat percentage, you want to increase the muscle mass to ideal level that you want, you have to do resistance training. It is so important because, especially if people who really care a lot about fat percentage. Fat percentage is not calculated by how many fats you have only. Yeah, how many kilo of fats you have is important, right? But they also need to calculate how much muscle mass you have. So if you have 20 kilo of fat, 20 kilo of muscle means you have 50% fat and 50% muscle, correct? Actually, it's not calculated this way, but I'm just giving you a simple example. So you want to lower the fat. You reduce it by 10 kilo. If your muscle reduced by 10 kilo, it is still 50-50, isn't it? So what you need to do is actually reduce the fat to 10 kilo. Your muscle from 20, you upgrade it to 30 or 40. Then your fat percentage will lower. Then your visceral fat will start changing, will start improving. Another thing is that people do not know that if you have enough muscle, your muscle actually help you to burn those fat. Why? Because muscle needs a lot of energy. Okay, to maintain the muscle cell is hard. That's why you see bodybuilders like me eating 4-5 meals a day, because to maintain the muscle is very hard. Okay, the muscle needs a lot of feeding, it needs a lot of eating. Like somebody tell me this before, the muscles are like babies. Okay, the more you feed, the more the muscle grow. Like a baby eat many times a day, you should feed your muscle the same way. But anyway, so when the muscle is so actively needing energy, what happens is the muscle will start eating, taking the fats as energy so that the muscle can survive. Okay, so it's not really like that, but it's not really so that the muscle can survive. I say the wrong thing. But the concept is the same. The concept is the same. The muscle needs a lot of energy to maintain. Therefore, the fat will burn off much faster when your muscle mass is higher. Yeah, so there's a lot of things in my mind right now. So I suggested to my friend, like most of you must be thinking, so what is the best way to do it? Number one is to increase your calorie intake, the food that you are eating, because 1000 calorie is just way too low. So what you need to do is actually increase your calorie so that your metabolism is not so low, but don't increase like drastically, step by step again. step by step. Everything is about step by step. You add 10%, you add 10%, you add 10%, or you reduce 10%. Don't go off the 10% mark unless you don't see any result. You don't see any changes, then you add on another 10%. So do not eat too little. That is number one. So anybody who wants to go on a diet, do not cut all your meals off. Come on, do not do that. If you feel it's not sustainable, means it's not sustainable. Okay, if you keep starving yourself, you know you cannot do this all year round. Don't do it. Please don't do it. So increase your calorie intake. That is going to increase your metabolism. Increase your meal. Instead of eating 2 meals a day, right? Eat 4, 5 meals a day, but small meals. People are going to argue with me that, oh, actually it doesn't make any difference because calorie is calorie. But let me tell you this, I experimented this on my body itself. I eat the same calorie, but with many meals, somehow the metabolism does increase a bit. Yeah. So the body is very funny lah, huh? It does increase. So eating small meals, but many times are going to be very helpful. Okay. Thank you, Christopher, for sharing. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who is watching right now and all the likes and love that I see. So there's one thing, increase the calorie so that your metabolism don't drop down. Okay, and then the second thing is your cardio. Now, cardio is still important, but try to reduce the frequency of doing cardio. Don't do cardio every single day if you want to maintain good muscle mass. Seriously, don't do cardio every single day. And every time when you do cardio, keep it short. Keep it really short, like 15 minutes. Yeah, just keep it 15 minutes. Now, the third one is to do your resistance training. Like, seriously, put most of your effort into resistance training and start building up the muscle. Because once your muscle is better, your fat will eventually drop. That is, it's not bro science. It is a fact. It is a fact that if you gain more muscles, your fat percentage will just drop. Um, I myself is a very good example. I When I was young, I do cardio all the time because I used to be a dancer. I used to be a professional dancer for so many years. Every day I dance like 6 to 8 hours at least, right? Sometimes I even dance 10 to 12 hours a day. But still, I was chubby, I was fat, I was not toned at all, even though I was on a diet all the time. Um, the reason is because I wasn't doing resistance training. I was doing body weights workout. I was doing a lot of push up, but it never improved. The push up, for 6 years of my life when I was doing my diploma and degree in dance, my push up never even improved once. It's just so bad until I stepped into the gym. After I graduated, I stepped into the gym and started lifting weights. I could do my push up properly, easily. I don't know why. I didn't even practice my push up. I was just lifting my weights. And one day I just thought to myself that I should do some push ups. And I got a shock of my life. You have no idea how shocking it was. I was just like, let's do some push ups, like without expecting anything. And then when I finished the push up, I was like, seriously? I did it? I didn't even practice, but I did my push up properly. So it was a very awakening moment that actually weightlifting can really help with everything, basically. And like, I'm not even kidding you, the day I stepped into the gym, my body just started changing because of the heavy lifting that I was doing. I am able to pack up those muscle even though my weight didn't drop much at that time. But then because I look so much toner, then people start talking to me. It's like, what did you do? Like, what diet did you do? What exercise did you do until you look so good now? Like, I just look at them. It's like, I didn't even go on diet. I was eating rice every single day. In fact, the more I exercise, the more I eat, but I still look toned. It was all because of the weight training. Um, anyway, it's almost half an hour me blah 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 around. Um, yeah, I think next time I should talk about another topic. So let's come back to the chart before I leave again. So there you go, the chart again. So again, weight dropping is a very good sign, but muscle mass dropping is not good. Okay, so we want to try to keep the muscle mass as high as we can. Yeah, now BMI doesn't mean anything at all. Really, it doesn't mean anything at all. My BMI is always um close to the border of getting being like obese. Obviously, I don't look obese. And most of the athletes, most of the bodybuilders, they are going to have super high BMI. BMI is outdated uh, calculation. Please do not trust BMI. Anybody still trusting BMI, I'm going to strangle that person. The body fat percentage good, continue dropping is good, fat mass drop is good, all this good. Now look at metabolic rate. This is something that I am always very concerned. Basal metabolic rate means if you don't do anything, how much calorie you are able to burn in a day. All right, so this person started with the metabolic rate at 1539, and then a week it increased to 1560. Now he is on the diet. I don't know, like probably some of you might be asking me why it goes up. Because always when the beginning, when you start working out, your metabolic rate will go up because you are more active than usual. And as you can see also, the weight also increased, muscle mass also increased during the first week. Reason is because of you just got into exercising, your body are going to store water because of inflammation. Yeah, your muscle will, you will feel a bit swollen, and that is actually the inflammation and the water in your muscle. So it's normal to go up, and then it's keep coming down. 1510 now, the basal metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate is, why is it so important? Is because it really determines how many calories you can eat in a day. Yeah, so it is very important. The higher your metabolic rate, the better it is. But how to get this metabolic rate high is by your muscle mass. It's all by your muscle mass. The muscle mass has to go up, then your basal metabolic rate will go up as well. Yeah, so this is my concern, the metabolic rate. Yep. So yeah, so for this person again, improve the metabolism by eating a little bit more, resistance training a little bit more. That will help to continue reducing the body fat, continue doing workout, continue to control the diet, not too low, but control the diet. Muscle mass, how to improve it, how to increase muscle mass, do a lot of weight training, do not overdo cardio. Yeah, so I think that's it for today. Almost 30 minutes we are here talking. If you have any other question, feel free to ask me. This session is really about me. I don't know, we're going to talk about different topic every single day lah, I guess, but this is what I want to talk about today, about this case. I hope this person is watching. I'm not quite sure whether he's watching. So if he's watching, um, uh, I hope you get some value out of this. Um, because seriously, most trainers will not tell you all these things. Seriously, most of them will not tell you all these things. Even like yesterday, every Tuesday, I actually do a session on my 100x Connects platform. Um, and even yesterday, I was telling people a lot of trainers, a lot of instructor will not tell you a lot of things because they only focus on one thing that they are doing. That's all they know. But for me, it's very different because I do a lot of things because I really want to be the best in the industry. I really want to know everything. I keep studying nonstop, keep analyzing different research and data, and keep myself learning. Therefore, I can tell you all this stuff. And I wish to continue sharing with you more, but I need your support. I need your support, okay? Um, but anyway, I will just keep pushing myself to do this more often. I think it's a good idea that whenever I have idea of something I want to say, I'll just on my Facebook here and talk to everybody. I think that's a good idea. So anyway, I guess that's it for today. Thank you for all the love and all the likes. I can see it. Okay, I think that's my uncle Faraday. All right, so that's it for today, and thank you very much, everybody. And I will see you soon for the next coffee talk with Josephine. Bye bye. Have a good day, everyone.